All right, let's take a look and see what this target is. Not sure if you guys are going to roll your eyes or moan about it, but I'm excited to see your data. This week's target, the Giza Pyramids, the Giza Pyramid in the past.
This is going to be a good
Extremely common target.
Yeah, I had a feeling actually when you said it's a common target, it would be this.
Yeah.
Here was the tasking. The viewer is to look at the Great Pyramid, Medium Pyramid, and Small Pyramid. Who built them? What were they used for? The viewer is to look at which pyramid was most often used and for what purpose.
I think I got some good data. So it starts off here with this weird ideogram here, which I felt that there was a vortex of energy and it was moving downwards. That also gave me an AOL here of a Star Trek feeling of it, because I felt like there was this energy kind of thing, and it felt like there was a life form inside this energy, so he was, it was encasing him in this energy. And to be honest, this is very strange to me as well, because my ideograms aren't usually this sketchy this early on. This is my sketch here. And as I said in the preview here, this has a high-tech field with high-tech energy, and it's moving downwards. It's used to levitate and manipulate and transfer things, life and things, which is interesting because me and Dick did the pyramids for Courtney and Farsight. Oh, it must be about 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
And in that one, even though it was both of these are done separately, I had the blocks levitating in that one as well. So yeah, that's interesting.
I remember.
So so this huge big beam of energy going from the sky down to the ground. So I tried to look at the energy. Oh, and I had the AOL here of abductions. So that gives a kind of weird kind of UFO element to it straight off the bat. So the energy itself felt manufactured and manipulated, and it also felt amplified, and that was important because I underlined it. It was directed downwards and it had an esoteric feel to it. So I tried to touch it and I felt that the energy was fizzy, dense, heated. It buzzed with speckles of moving elements, and I felt that this was like electrons. And it felt like an esoteric advanced technology, and this was a past event. The location felt natural outside, and it felt like I was viewing this at night. Because, it was so far out, because we do the woo-woo ones, but we haven't really covered a subject like this. So when I was getting such UFO stuff, I was like, whoa, this doesn't, I want to retask on this because it didn't feel quite.
And that falls in line with, as far as the UFO stuff, with some of the stuff you had at Farsight, right? There some UFO things came through. I remember.
Yes, it would, especially the distortions of time and the energy and the levitation stuff. Yeah, so that's interesting because, we always worry as remote viewers that the person that's tasking the target, are they influencing the results we get in some way? Right. Now that this has come from a whole different person with the same type of information, that's good validation for me as a person, actually.
Well, great session, Daz. Okay, let's move on to Edward. Let's see where Dr. Wu takes us tonight.
And the first thing I saw was this kind of mountain shape here, kind of pyramid shapey. And this reminded me of a satellite or the shape of it. The stress level is high in this person's mind. But what is it about? Something needs to be done. Accomplished, achieved. And this person is part of that endeavor. But can they do it, though?
That looks like that is Moses.
Will they fail? And I saw Moses here parting the Red Sea. I put a lot of time into this drawing. I love this drawing.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, and he was running away from Pharaoh.
Out of Egypt, yeah.
Out of Egypt, baby. This is as an example of the odds being against you. So, here I go. I go back to the satellite and the pointed thingy here. This what I'm perceiving here is a mountain shape. The job still needs to get done. Run the GPS. This person is still walking. This location feels a bit environmentally hostile. Is there significance to this mountainous area? And there you got your 3 pyramids.
You got the 3 right there, buddy.
You got your 3 pyramids.
That's amazing. Nice job.
Covered over in sand, in ash, rock. A legendary area. But what legend, though? That caught my interest. What legend? Spiritual or religious, like mountain worship or earth worship, sand and rock. The placement of things, artifacts, items artifacts caught my attention again. Gold and stone, like a statue in Egypt, like this guy, a headdress. Had an AOL here of King Tut. And I had this rocky land with some monuments here and some astronomy stuff going on here. This is back in time, 10,000 years or more, watching a procession of the equinox in Virgo. For the priest to become intoxicated into the constellation, Draco, Dippers, I don't know what that is. Sirius.
Dog star.
To get revelation, see the future, to answer the questions. Revelation, though, I question. To see what is yet to come.
Yeah, once again, you almost moved me to tears with your data, dude. That was some heavy stuff. That really
that was fucking great, man.
That's one of those ones that speaks to me personally. That was a really cool session, Edward. Obviously right on target with everything. Man. And even that last picture that you drew, if you can scroll down. I mean, you still have the pyramid shape with the monuments or four objects on top of it too.
Yeah, I wonder, we're in some kind of constellation here as well.
Really cool.
You don't have a civilization last thousands of years if you're a bunch of dumbasses.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, great job. I'm going to ponder that one probably for years to come. So thank you for all that to think about. Nice job.
Thank you.
Okay. Nyiam, why don't we take a look at what you have, sir?
First couple of visual ideograms here, some peaking shapes. My S3 here got the peaking
three peaks there
on the left. I got here like an enclosure, brick, stone, stonemason, stonework, sandy, dusty, felt older, ancient, almost like a Mecca type thing. I said it reminds me of megalithic stonework. I guess this is not there anymore, or maybe this was on top of one of the pyramids, but up high somewhere, I actually see like a dome structure. And I get a sense of like religious worship, Arabian vibe, dry and dusty, magnificent. People bow down to this.
There's a temple next to the ruins of a temple next to the Sphinx, which is next to the Great Pyramid.
This was interesting because I don't know if you guys are aware of like Robert Schoch, his work with the water erosion on the Sphinx and stuff like that. Yeah, here I saw water trickling down a stone wall, like almost like leaking out, pooling up, and I get like built to last. Looking at the life, like a large group of life, all bowing in unison, worship, praise, solemn, a sense of like almighty, not worthy, giving thanks, like a worshipful master.
Incredible. And I'm loving what I'm seeing here with the division of work among all of you, the different aspects of this. And Nyiam, I just got such a good picture of things when you were describing it, of what this could look like. Really cool stuff. Thanks for sharing. Dick, take it away, sir.
I did a lot of pages. This is my moment of glory in this session where I said, that's what they're designing. There's numbers, computations, and angles. And it's in a language I can't see or read, but there's they're tracking something like an asteroid incoming, calculations involving angles and azimuths, trigonometry, calculus, rotational forces, sine waves, blast radius. But anyway, that was they're doing something with angles, and that's what they're making. So there was my,
and again, something coming from above too.
Yeah. Looking behind and down, a large inanimate form or structure. People gather and look up at this. It conveys power. Religious, monarchy, financial power, represents order and power. So
it's funny, it's on the dollar.
But I didn't quite get the right shape. I come to a stop, I black out. I'm shot down a tunnel out into space. Glowing blue energy pulsates. Time travel, dimensional travel. Now that's corroborating Daz's stuff.
Yes.
A long corridor. It's made of stone. It leads to a special place. It's dim and rough. Notable people of great power. Oh, that's somebody on a table.
Yeah.
That's deceased. Death cleanses the system. There it is in the distance. A lot of people amassed to witness something. They gaze their attention on this. There's light and energy involved. Oohs and ahs, expectation and confusion. So when I did this for Courtney, I saw a big, it was like a rock concert kind of thing with energy. The energy was activated and everybody was going, wow. And that's what I was seeing here. This person is inside a complex old place, looking down in what seems to be a deep entrance to a hidden chamber.
When were you there?
2005. Wow. Yeah, I heard that they were going to stop people from going in because the sweat and the breathing was the air was damaging the pyramids. Yeah. So at that time I had a bit of money, so I took a week's trip there and made it my goal to go in the Great Pyramid, and I spent probably about an hour and a half in the Great Pyramid doing meditation. What I found interesting was I think it was Nyiam's that he had like a smelting and chemical thing. Because what's really interests me is not pyramid connected, but is what it is kind of connected is that when they found the Tutankhamun, the really famous tomb, and they found his artifacts, buried with Tutankhamun was a dagger. And it's a dagger, going back tens of thousands of years, yet it was made from a meteor that was melted down in some kind of weird process. We don't know how they did it. We don't even know how they found a meteor and did it. It's the only meteor weapon that's been found.
In history. Wow.
The weird thing is, guys, if you go in the pyramids like I have, first off, if you stand next to them, it's only then you realize the scale of it, because, you're the height of one of the blocks. And then you're looking up, and it's hard, and any, it's almost like a modern skyscraper in New York. You're looking at it thinking, how is this possible? And then when you go inside it, it's not like when you go to the Valley of the Kings where they buried all the pharaohs. That's all amazingly artistic, beautifully designed gold reliefs everywhere. It's so beautiful. But when you go in the pyramid, there's nothing anywhere. It's almost like
no tomb stuff, right? Yeah,
nothing. No drawings, no sketches, no carvings. Absolutely devoid of anything whatsoever. That's what's so weird about it. It's almost like it's utilitarian, like it's like a tool or something. Not anything. It was like very strange.